Come on, you're the Cartographer.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm Radial Saw.
This is your garage.
No.
Look, if you just untie me, I'll play that game with you.
Fine. This week it's Dread Pirate Buccaneer's Revenge.
Buccaneer's Revenge is the sequel to Dread Pirate, and you can tell right off the bat that they didn't put nearly the amount of effort into this one as they did in the original. The cloth map has been replaced with a cheaper and less authentic cardboard version. It's the same map, only flatter. The doubloons in this game look more mass-produced than anything. Gone are the looks of being minted by hand, as well as the clink you got from dumping them on the table. They look, feel, and sound as if they were made from cheap plastic. The dice have been the most updated. They're no longer made of wood. The original dice actually looked like something you would find in a ship or in a study in the 1760s. These plastic dice make the game look like a wannabe that's trying and failing to emulate the time period that this game takes place in. The last thing to point out is the ships. Look at these things. They're made of rubber. I could bend one of these into a crescent if I wanted to. The metal ships of old actually looked like expensive pieces of work. These new ships all look the same, with the only difference being the color on their base. You know what? Looking at it all together, there's only one solution that comes to mind.
This is a kid's game. It all makes sense now. The dice are plastic because it's easier for kids to use. The board is flat because it's easier to put away. The doubloons are cheap because kids lose everything anyway. And the ships are rubber because you can't hurt yourself on the tips. I mean, the original was a family game, so they could afford to make expensive pieces because adults were playing too. But this is clearly made for children.
So let's start. Which way's the wind blowing?
There's no wind.
What? That made everything more challenging in the original.
Well, what you gonna do? It's a quest-based game, so they probably didn't want to confuse kids with wind rules or have them hinder their progress any.
So is that what all these new anchor points are?
A lot of missions involve going from one anchor point to the next. You're rewarded with gems for your trouble, and you win when you have 12 gems of one color, 4 gems of every color, or 20 doubloons.
So what about becoming the Dread Pirate?
You only have to win one battle to become the Dread Pirate in this game. No more stocking up on treasure and going to Dread Island.
That's too easy. It takes away the glory of it if I can only get it after one battle.
So, do you want to play then?
I don't want to anymore. It's not as exciting or unpredictable as the original.
I couldn't agree more. Although I did find some cool modifications to the original Dread Pirate on BoardGameGeek.com.
Can we play the Lost Navigator Stones mod?
Sure, that one's my favorite.
Well, that was just as fun as it always is. It sure was.
Well, that about wraps it up for this episode. I'm the Cartographer. Join us next time as we map out more secrets of the board and card game world on the Gamer's Atlas.